What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Max, back at it again with some more Dead by Daylight gameplay. Oh, just kidding. It's not a gameplay video today. What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Max, back at it again with another Dead by Daylight video, which is not gameplay today. We're going to just go over the patch notes for the PTB that will be out, well, by the time you watch this video, actually. Just how my video workflow goes. Sorry, guys. But the good news is, because of that, if you're watching this video the day that it gets uploaded, then you can check out my stream for some gameplay from that PTB. I'll be live over at twitch.tv/MaxBakerTV at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'm pretty excited to check out some of the changes to the night quite personally. But there's a lot of stuff in here that's going to be coming in patch 6.5. So let's just get right into it. I'm not going to read the entire thing like I've done in the past. I don't know. It takes a lot. There's a lot of stuff here. First of all, we have the Survivor Activity HUD, and I've pulled up the image that's here, just a little bit bigger. So now you're going to be able to see what your teammates are doing at all times, basically. So like Vittorio is cleansing a totem. Jeff is, well, he's got nothing in his portrait, but we'll come back to Jeff in just a second. Adam's opening a chest, and Zarina is repairing a generator, right? Now, the cool thing, too, that we can see is Adam is the obsession. And if you didn't know this, the spider legs from denoting the obsession, they start dancing when the obsession is being chased by the killer. That's going to be now for everybody. So that's what these are on Jeff here. You can see that Jeff is in chase because he's got the tiny little claws here. So that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Solo queue is honestly not great, and I can't tell you the last time that I actually played solo queue Survivor. So it's really just a benefit all across the board, I guess. What else do we have here? We have wiggle mechanics. Okay. I honestly forgot that the way that I use my wiggles is still a beta feature, but the majority of the player base currently uses it, right? So the old wiggle system is you would just mash A and D and the bar would go up, except you don't actually like have to mash it because there's a cap to how fast you can actually press them. So if you're just going nuts on your keyboard, it doesn't make a difference. I really like the newer system where you get like a little wheel with 2 skill check zones on each side. And I have mine set up a little bit differently, but the way that it works is it bounces in between each of the skill check zones as you hit them, and you just space, 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 and you get wiggle progress. The way that I have mine set up, though, which if you don't like just mashing the space bar for that, I have my wiggle left and wiggle right bound to A and D respectfully, and it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't make a difference. They both do the exact same thing. I could just be pressing D, and it would wiggle when it goes to both sides. But it just, psychologically, it feels better for me. Does that make sense? If you've seen my Survivor gameplay, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, you can rebind those. So do with that what you will. That's how I like to do it. It just feels better than using the spacebar, in my opinion. It's like the best of both worlds. What else is interesting here, though, is we're going to remove faster wiggle progress from great skill checks. That's kind of interesting, right? You've been in those situations where like, oh, if only I had not missed that one great, I would have wiggled off, right? So it says hitting all great skill checks would shave off an entire second, and that could, make a difference. Yeah, it really could. But now, instead of increasing wiggle speed, great skill checks are going to increase the amount that the killer sways. So bowl over is going to go crazy with this, dude. I wonder how that math is going to work out. So they're also going to increase the size of the great skill checks because they're less impactful technically. They shave an entire second off right now. Less impactful. I don't know. But honestly, dude, 20% more sway could be kind of sick. However, good skill checks, on the other hand, they're going to sway the killer 50% less than what it is right now. So you really want to be hitting those greats, and it should be easier with the bigger size anyway. So that's cool. Secondly, we've added a new sound for non-attempts, so you don't get the boom, boom, boom. That's annoying. The new sound will be much more subtle. That's cool. And then Decisive Strike is getting a weird little QOL update. which is funny. There's going to be a delay between missing your DS and when the wiggles start. So it says, this caught a lot of people off guard and caused some confusion, I guess. But if you're already missing your DS, aren't you already caught off guard? But anyway, yeah, there's going to be a half-second delay between missing the DS and for the wiggles to actually start. And you're actually going to get credited a small amount of wiggle progress to make up for the time that you miss. I wonder how much that's actually going to be. It's half a second. Is that worth anything, But I don't know, whatever. In my opinion, DS is garbage now, to be completely frank with you. You get it off and then you run 5 feet and the killer still catches you anyway. So anyway, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this update here. Nurse. All right. They're nerfing Nurse, dude. Imagine we live in a utopia now where Nurse has been nerfed. They're finally making her blink strikes into special attacks. So this is going to make stuff like Jolt not work anymore. This is going to make stuff like Starstruck not work anymore. Sloppy Butcher shouldn't work anymore on her. So a lot of stuff is getting taken away from Nurse. We've added a new sound cue when the Nurse has fully regenerated all of her blinks as well. So when she's ready to blink again. That's kind of interesting because, you can already hear her charging it up anyway. But it's nice, I guess. Anyway, they're also going to be reworking a lot of her add-ons. And both of the blink range ones are gone. So that's kind of crazy. So we got undetectable after hitting with a blink strike. Only triggerable every 45 seconds. Could be all right, I guess. 25 seconds, yeah, But she's still going to be making the noise when she blinks and stuff, so I'm not really sure how well that one's going to go over. Once all blinks have been exhausted, the Nurse may teleport back to her original position. She has something like this already. But you can, I forget what the add-on is, but she has something like this where if you blink, you can press control and pop back to where you were. But it says once she returns to her original position, all blink charges are restored, which could be kind of neat, honestly, just for scouting. If you accidentally blink to a generator thinking somebody's there and nobody's there, you can just go back. And I wonder if this is still going to fatigue you or not, because it says all blink charges will be restored. We'll see how that works out. I don't know. And then a lot of these, they don't say exactly what's getting changed, but a lot of her add-ons are going to get changed. So we'll just have to see. I know Jolt, Starstruck are big on Nurse specifically, but they will adapt. Nurse players will adapt and overcome. And I think it was time, honestly. What else we got here? Night changes as well. This is huge. All right. I've been asking for a lot of this stuff lately. Specifically, they mentioned that one recurring piece of feedback we've received is about how the Knight's power is best used in loops rather than over long distances. Yeah, you just drop the guard and hope that the guy leaves the loop. Well, you drop the guard and hope the guy stays in the loop so you can hit him. But really, it's just as simple as hold W, run away, because none of the guards can catch you if you hold W. It's that simple. Anyway, firstly, the orb that survivors see when the killer's creating the path will shrink with distance and disappear completely after 10 meters. 10 meters really isn't a lot. So this could be really, really nice. Honestly, this is a nice middle ground between what we have now and it completely disappearing from the start. This gives you a chance, if you're looking at the Knight, to see maybe which direction he's sending his dude in. But I think this will be nice, around corners and walls and stuff. This should have been as it was when he came out, but so that's pretty good. And then, if you do make a path that's longer than 10 meters, the Knight's going to get a haste, which is really cool. because it doesn't say that they're changing any of his add-ons. So he already has the one that gives him a speed boost when he summons the jailer. So I'd be curious to see how this works out together with that. So the longer the path, the longer the move speed bonus will last, and this helps the killer catch up after using his power. Because like I said, literally all you have to do is just hold W against Knight. It's that simple. Thirdly, guards will move to the position that they spotted a survivor and begin chasing faster depending on the length of the patrol path. Like the haste, only paths longer than 10 meters will benefit from this. So they're really trying to get away from the just poop out the guard and call it a day lifestyle. Which is great, which is exactly what I want to do, because that's honestly just not fun. And here's something, another nice middle ground between something that I asked and we're getting. All right, so I've said that the guards should either be able to apply your gen kick perks, or they should patrol after they kick a gen. Okay, but they actually just added this as well. When the Knight came out, the guards didn't have the boosted 2.5% kick regression that killers all have. But now the guards are going to get 5% gen regression when they kick a gen. And that's really cool. I could see like double Carnifex, faster action speed add-ons go crazy with this. Could be really good. Guards still don't activate generator damaging perks. So whatever. But like that's my first thought is Carnifex with action speed. Could be really cool. Lastly, we admire the creative ways some of you have used the Knight's power. Rather than locking down an area or aggressively chasing survivors, some of you have discovered that you can start drawing a path and not move to hide your terror radius. That's interesting. It doesn't suit his playstyle, so we've added a 10-second limit to his patrol path creation. Nice. Gives you enough time to not affect a typical path, but now it is limited, so you can't just stay in it forever, because currently you can. So that's really cool. Good changes all across the board. I do still kind of wish that the guards would patrol after they kick, because even still, the 5% regression is nice, but here's the thing. If a survivor sees the guard pop up and kick the gen, especially now that they can't see the orb coming, they're just going to stay on the gen. It doesn't matter. But I don't know. This could be kind of neat with surveillance or something, maybe. I don't know. Not really sure. Anyway, we'll see. We'll test it on the stream. I'm very curious to check out Night. Area of Crows. They're going to change this map a little bit. They say that players say that the map feels survivor-sided, which I would debate. I kind of like it, honestly, but it is very long, right? So they are going to change it to a square, basically, and that would make it a lot easier for the killer to patrol the gens, because currently it's a really long rectangle, and if you do like the middle gen and then 2 gens on each side, the killer's just like fucked, basically. So that's cool. I'm curious to see how this is going to go. As a killer main, I approve. And additionally, maze tiles have been moved away from the main building and the shack to make it harder to combine them into stronger loops, which is cool. And they've got some new tiles. Multiple existing tiles have had new foliage added in strategic places to allow trapping killers to better hide their traps. So that's good. Trapper always suffered on this map because his traps stood out like a trap in the sand, you know? So that's good. What else do we have here? In-game challenge tracker. That's cool. So now your tome challenges, you're going to see a little progress bar that shows you how much progress you have towards it. So you don't have to worry about if you got your challenge or not. I would maybe hope that they add this for dailies as well, but it doesn't say. Like the other day, I had a Blight daily to down 4 survivors with Lethal Rush, and the survivors that I went against were absolute fucking juicers, and it was on Midwich, and I wanted to die, but like, it would have kept me going if I had seen, you know, after the first one, 1 out of 4, Blight daily, you know? But maybe that'll come in time. What else do we have? Game flow improvement starting in 6.5.0. You'll now be able to browse the archive and the store while searching for a match, dude. Survivors stay winning. SMH survivor-sided game. I guess I can do this on Killer as well. But yeah, that's nice. I feel like I thought that this was already a thing until I would try to do it, and then I could not do it. And then I'm like, oh, I thought that was a thing. Anyway. But anyway. And new for our killer players, you'll be able to customize your non-selected killer while you wait for a match to start. That's huge because this is actually like a survivors stay winning kind of thing. We've talked about how tedious the blood web is with the increased point gain and the lower prices of things. Like I find myself capped out like every day after stream. And sometimes there's killers that you don't want to play right now, but there's killers that you want to put blood points into. So might as well just do that during queue time, you know? So that's cool. We've got some unfortunate news here, folks. They're nerfing the Killer Adept achievements, I guess. So basically, if you're not familiar with the way that the endgame like score thing works and what it says, it's based off your points, right? Because it's tied to how you pip, okay? So you need to basically maximize your points in all 4 of the point categories to get the merciless killer that earns you the Adept achievement, right? My heart hurts when I say this. They're going to make it so all you have to do is get 4 kills. And that's it. So yeah, this is going to completely invalidate so much of the time that I put into the game, but like it was a good run. We already did it. Hey, there's a playlist with literally every single Killer Adept that I've ever gotten, which is all of them, on my channel. Oh, Behavior, why'd you have to do it to him? Anyway, finally, they've been adding iridescent shard prices while they're trying to do every non-licensed cosmetic, because there is some that still only you can buy with money. But this is going to take a long time. So they're going to add some more. Let's see. Here we go. Here's the new ones. These are the ones I already did. Cloud, Spirit, Ace, and Fang. And finally, they mentioned this, that they were going to be adding iridescent shard costs to non-licensed cosmetics in the shop, because there is still some that you can only buy with real money, right? And they've already done that. So all of these characters, you can buy their cosmetics with iridescent shards as long as it's not a licensed thing. And I don't really think any of these are for any of these characters. But the new ones that they're, like they said, this is going to take a long time, and I don't really know why. But Clown, Spirit, Ace, and Fang are all going to get their cosmetics able to buy with iridescent shards. So that's cool. Can't complain. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. The number of cheaters banned each year since DBD was released. That's concerning, isn't it? I mean, it's good that they're getting banned, but I don't know. I'd maybe think positive that they're just catching more of them, and that it's just not an exponential increase in cheaters that need to be caught. But anyway, that's that. Like I said, we're going to be live with this PTB tonight as you watch this video, if it came out today. Twitch.tv/MaxBakerTV at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's it. They mentioned that everything is going to be released later this month because, as we know, the PTBs are 3 weeks before the actual content release. That would take us to January 25th. It's weird that they're starting this one on a Wednesday instead of a Tuesday, but maybe like observed New Year's Day got in the way of that. But either the 24th or 25th, because usually patches come out on Tuesdays. That's the only reason I say that. So that's it. That's 6.5. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the stream. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. If you enjoyed this little ramble through the patch notes, leave a like, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace.